Hello, everybody. My name is Cato Pinkney, and I want to welcome you to Creative People. Today, we have an exciting show as we are going to look into LaTonya Minter's life. She's a model, she's an actor, a mom, and she works full-time. She will share how she balanced all her responsibilities to keep everything organized. Should be very exciting to hear. So, let's welcome LaTonya Minter. Welcome everybody to Creative People. And today's guest is LaTonya Minter. She's an actor, model, and what else have you been doing in your life?
Oh man, I have been publishing in magazines, trying to start doing some other things as well, to be continued because I can't just let that go just too soon as to what everybody's wanting to know what I'm doing.
So you are like really in high demand.
Very high demand. I've been getting a lot of feedback from people pretty much all around the world. So trying to see how I can balance everything out.
Keeping you very busy.
Yep, very busy.
And keeping everything balanced out, how does that work?
Basically, I'm just trying to prioritize my time, making sure that not only my day job, but my hobbies of what I like to do is all in one accord of when people need me and when I need to be where I need to be.
Okay, cool beans. So what motivated you to be a model?
So back in 2016, I actually started at John Casablancas. I started there just to kind of get my confidence up because all I was doing was just working and coming home and taking care of a family. And so going out and doing this modeling actually got me out to kind of just be myself, be who I want to be, and just kind of see what I want to do in life.
And I'm quite sure with you raising your family, working full time, doing this modeling, acting, and everything, that could basically become tiring.
It's very exhausting. My time and my demand was very needed with dealing with the kids, with dealing with my job, my career. And then just the necessities needed for modeling, things that I needed to do, I need to take care of, I need to prioritize with that. It's a lot.
So have you ever had the moments whereas you come home for work and say, I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to relax. Is that possible within all the things that you are doing?
It is possible, but you still got to look at the bigger picture. Everything still has to be taken care of. The world does not stop. You still got to keep going. And you just have to find that extra oomph of energy just to keep going.
What is the greatest achievement as a model have you had?
So starting modeling around 2016, I graduated John Casablancas 2017. I was doing some modeling for myself, some fashion shows, some photo shoots, and then I had to take a break. I took a 2-year break to just kind of get me back together, kind of see what I want to do. So basically, my greatest achievement is coming back 2024 in July and just taking off and running with it. I've been in multiple photo shoots. I've been in multiple magazine publishing. And then also, my last greatest is to be nominated as Queen City Female Model of the Year.
You're all right now.
Yeah,
I see you.
of course.
So I know you got back out there after taking a 2-year break. And so how hard was it for you to get back into it?
Well, just making sure that my family was together, everything was together with my career. Once I had a balance between those things, then I could finally focus on me and what I want to do. And as I started to come back out into the scene of just photography and modeling, honestly, I was embraced with open arms to come out and just be loved and was missed. And it was beautiful, and it is still beautiful. It is. So it's not really hard at all.
And so, working with photographers, is it important for you to deal with one photographer or have two or three photographers that you work with?
I think it's great to have multiple photographers that you deal with, especially ones that you can trust. Everybody brings their own flavor to the industry. Some you have your high fashion, some you have, the creativeness. Others you have where you have to be real serious. So just tapping into those different types of just imaginations really can bring out a character within an individual.
I got you on that. So therefore, each photographer has a different look. They don't have the same art. Not to say one is better than the other, but they capture different views of you. You know, your personality, different angles, different lighting to give you that variety for your portfolio.
Correct.
And so, do you have a favorite designer?
So for me, I do not have a favorite designer. However, I do have a favorite designer. I got a chance to work with, her name is Naira Loves Boutique. She recently just had a 4-year anniversary where she did have a retirement as well. But I did not know that she was a celebrity designer. And I got a chance to wear one of her beautiful pieces.
Awesome.
I got a lot of great feedback. The actual shoot was an amazing, like a little mini photo shoot fashion show. So her brand, her dreams, her desires were actually amazing. And I gravitate to those that want more in life, that want to make a difference, and that have a bigger vision for what they want.
All right. And so, have there been any fashion shows that you hold dear to your heart?
So right now we are actually doing a upcoming fashion show for domestic violence awareness and cancer survivors. So this show is really catering to all of our silent individuals out here that don't have a voice to speak. So we are going to be that voice, whether it's walking, whether it's standing. We're going to stand for those that can't stand for themselves.
All right, now that's awesome right there. Yes, indeed. And so, what qualities do you need to become a model?
So to become a model, you've got to have a lot of great qualities. For some people, it's different. For me, and I can only speak for me, you've got to have that passion. If you don't have that passion to become a model, then when you go out and you take pictures, okay, yeah, you can take a pretty picture, but come on, where is the hard work behind it? It takes a lot of also too, a lot of studying, a lot of understanding who you are, what's your signature. Everybody's got their own signature. So you've got to figure out, who are you? What is your purpose is the main part. Why are you doing this?
All right, everybody, we're going to have Lala to show you how to pose, the different ways to pose, how to hold your body, and all that good stuff. You ready for the challenge?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. So you can do some basic poses. You can take your hand, put it above your head, add the leg out with the hip out. This actually accents the curves that you have. You can also move it around here. Say, for instance, you have some maybe issues with the midsection. You can kind of just keep it covered and just do a basic pose and a look away and then a look back. And maybe you're gonna stand up. So just play around with your body, understand who you are, understand what your signature is. For me, I'm a good bam. Leg pop out, hand down, play around with it, and just enjoy modeling. It's not all seriousness. You can have fun with it. So just enjoy yourself.
So with you having all of this going on, you know, you're doing photo shoots, you're walking in fashion shows, you're working with these designers and acting, right?
Yep.
Taking care of the family and the whole nine. What is it that you do to prepare for a photo shoot?
So how I prepare for a photo shoot, number one is make sure the family's good.
Make sure the family is
Yep.
good.
Make sure
Okay.
they're good. Make sure everything's straight, and then I can start to focus on me. I make sure that first and foremost, what is the theme of the photo shoot? Is there a specific theme? Is there a specific type of clothing I need to wear? And then if it's just my own design, then mentally, what I do is just try to make sure, what do I want to do? What am I trying to capture?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Your own design. Do you design?
I do not design.
Oh, okay.
But I do put things together. I make them unique. I make them different. So if you've seen in one of my photo shoots, I've got the red top with the red boots and the white pants. You know, I was just basically like saying, hey, at least let me put something on and just go to the shoot. And then it turned out to be a really, really good photo shoot with that combination.
So you become your own stylist.
Of course, it's all about the colors.
Uh-huh.
It's all about understanding who you are, what do you want, your curves, as well as your own signature.
Okay, cool. So you do meetups as well, right?
I do. I do quite a few meetups. Gives me the chance to just network and navigate and, you know, get a chance to know new photographers I've never shot with before, just to kind of get a feel for how they do.
Okay, so do you have a model name?
Yes, I do. I am Lala the model.
La the model, y'all. Well, that is awesome. So have you ever had a difficult photo shoot whereas you just couldn't get it together?
I honestly, out of 9 years doing modeling, have not had that happen.
Oh, that's awesome right there.
Nope. I'm a very good listener.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the photographers, when they are, especially when I was first starting out, they helped me out a lot.
Okay.
So I'm a very good listener.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a quick learner. So I want the piece to come out just as much as they want it to come out really good. So if I'm going to put something out there, I'm going to make sure it's top tier.
One, two, and three. Boom, excellent. Turn that light around that way some more. One, two, and three. Bye, y'all. There we go. One, two, and three. Got the shoe headroom. Boom. Excellent. Right there, hold it, hold it. Let's get it, let's get it. Kapaya. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And let one of your heels rest right there.
Okay.
I want your leg to come too far up.
All right.
Lift it up on the chair there.
Lift it under.
Lift it up more, up to the chair. There you go. And lean in. Boom, just like that. And lean towards the pole. Towards the pole coming in. Yep, and now turn your face my way. Boom, just right there. Yeah, uh-huh. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Woo! All right, now. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 1, 2, and 3. Girl. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Let me see. Boom. Chin all the way up. Let's just see how one is shot. Right there. Bam. Boom. Good gracious. I want you to see that last one. I like that. I like it.
Oh my, don't do that. Ah, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Good luck, girl. Girl.
You worked this hard. You did right. You did right. So for me, tolerating criticism, I look at it as growth. I don't take anything negative out of it because I can always grow from anything.
Okay.
I'm not perfect. There are other people out here that are very experienced, very seasoned in this industry, and there's so much more that I can learn from. I don't take anything negative that anything or anybody has to say. It adds to a piece of my growth.
A piece of your growth, even with the haters on social media, you know, you're going to have people who look at you and they know in their minds that, you know, you're a very attractive woman,
Okay.
you know, and so therefore they hate on you for that because they're not you.
Of course, but I haven't had any experience with haters. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then also too, you got to look at it. When you're climbing up a ladder, you're too busy looking behind you. You're gonna fall.
Absolutely.
So you still just got to keep going forward, but then also too, make sure not to forget those that were where you were at some point. So I'm always gonna take anybody with me whenever I'm going up.
All right, cool. And so, in all of this right here that we discussed, what advice would you give to somebody who is wanting to come into modeling? You know, what advice would you give to them?
So what I would advise anybody that wants to be a model, first and foremost, understand what you want to do. That's first and foremost. You've got to make sure that you take that time out. It's going to cost. It's not cheap. Coming straight out into this industry, you're not going to make tens and thousands of dollars. No, you got to put your name out, and you got to make sure you let the world know who you are, what makes you unique and different from every other model that's out here. Again, like I say, you can call yourself a model if you're taking pictures, but it's a more deeper meaning when you have a purpose behind it.
Just to reiterate what LaTanya was saying, know what type of model you want to be. Whether it's high fashion, runway, or editorial, just to name a few. Know what you want to do because it takes time. You have to spend some money in order to make money. Yeah. So, attend some of these meetups to try to figure out what type of model you want to be. You may have a good time. You may make some friends.
I love it.
But in all,
you guys are so great.
you can find out if modeling is for you. Okay, so would you say it's all about your looks?
Looks has something to do with it, yes.
Okay.
You've got to have your own unique look when you come into this industry, but you don't want to look like the next. You still want to make sure it's you and bring your personality and your character out as well.
Okay, so when you say your character, really and truly, how important is that? Because you can have, let's just say, and I say this lightly because everybody have their own uniqueness about them, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Of course.
And so if you have somebody who do not have a lot of confidence in themselves, does your character have a lot to play into modeling?
Yes, it does. As far as the ones that have that low self-esteem, they need to understand why. And so you place yourself with the people around you that help bring up that confidence. It is all about your surroundings, the people that you have around you, because if you're around people that are of negativity, guess what you're going to be? You're going to stay in that negative mindset. But if you surround yourself with people that help encourage you, help push you to be better, then mentally you'll start to see, hey, you know, let me change this. Let me go to the gym and let me work on this. Let me fix me so that I can show the world who I am.
That's all right there. Now, what do you have to say about the, and this is in general, you know, whether you're a model, whether you're a photographer, whether you're, whatever you're good at, when you start getting the big head, you know, thinking that you all of that. What is pretty much the future for them people, for them type of folk?
So for the people that are pretty much on top of everything and they feel like they're unstoppable, you got to make sure that you understand at some point it will stop. And if you get too big headed, it'll probably come crashing. So just always make sure to humble yourself in any situation you go in through, because it's a blessing. You're not where you are just based off you, it's based off God. So I'm not for sure of people's religion, but with me, I've humbled myself because of what I've gone through in my past. And my past has shaped who I am in my future, which gives me a better look at life.
Okay.
So getting a big head and, I might get called beautiful a lot, but you know what? I owe it all to God because of what I've been through. My sacrifices, my struggles, my pains have shaped who I am today.
Cool. Can't stop, won't stop.
Hey.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, you coming out,
course.
being on Creative People.
Yes.
And, I want you to put your information out. Where can they find you?
Of course.
Social media.
All right now. So again, this is LaTanya Mentor, aka Lala the Model. You can find me on Facebook at LaTanya Mentor, on Instagram and TikTok, which is Beautifully Lala 29. And then also, if you need to, just DM me and I'll send you my blank card that has all the information you need if you want to do work in the future.
Bingo. And there it is, everybody. And we're going to catch you next time. Next episode of Creative People.
Creative People.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, Marcus. Okay, Marcus.